Alrighty. Hello. Welcome, Kigu. Why is it not showing on my OBS chat? I don't know. But I'm happy to hear that. But yeah, why is it not showing? Let me try this. Maybe this does it. Yeah. Okay. What up, Alex Razor? Okay, there you go. Now the messages are showing up. What up, Kazuhira? Okay, let me turn off the music. Let me log into, or not log into, join a Voxta game mode. Voxta. And let me see how the memory goes. If my memory is too high, I don't think I'm gonna be able to record the games, which is not the end of the world, but I would like to be able to. Okay. I have 1.5 gigabytes to spare. It's not amazing. A shame. Maybe I should look to upgrade my PC in the future. Like, I don't know, 24 gigabytes of RAM. What up, Karasu? How are you doing? You're new? Welcome. Hope you enjoy your stay. I'm gonna start off by just warming up and let me get this works. We're gonna start off just by warming up and answering questions, so this is the best place, this is the best moment of the stream to try and use me for help with your own gameplay and stuff, by asking questions. Then when I go into my ranked matches, I'm gonna be focusing on my own gameplay and just providing educational narration on a certain topic. What I was thinking about doing today is just doing a narration on two very important topics that go hand in hand, which are positioning and timing, right? So essentially, what position I want to play and when. And then that's gonna be my narration, right? What angle I wanna go on, when should I move up, when should I move back, stuff like that.
The focused warrior.
Yeah. I know that people usually go and double their RAM up, so like I remember that there was a time where 16 gigabytes of RAM was like good enough, right? It was what people usually went for. I don't know if it's already at 32 gigabytes. Maybe it is. I'm not updated on like tech stuff. But I don't know, I don't think that there's any problem in going like 24 gigabytes of RAM, is there? It's just not a nice, like, I mean, it is a multiple of 8, but it's not like I'm doing 1.5x on my current RAM rather than a 2x. But like for my needs, it would be enough, I'm pretty sure. Smart coaching? Oh, there you go. Let's see if the Twitch bot works. Sometimes the Twitch bot doesn't work and only works on YouTube, so I might have to swap the streams around. Yeah. How does coaching work? Is that your question? Streamer and team are more organized and calculated? It doesn't. Also, what up, Kego? The thing about team play is that a lot of people overrate communication and everything. Coordination or communication and stuff helps, but like if you think about this idea of like a Winston jumps in and then you dash in and dive in, right? The way this works is not by you standing around your Winston and then you communicate with him like 3, 2, 1 and you both use your mobility cooldowns in, right? The way it happens is your Winston looks for his way of getting in, which oftentimes is through a setup jump to a place close to the enemy team, then drops on his opponent so that he can save his leap to get out, right? And your engagement is similar. You need to path around to get close so that you can use your dash to disengage if things go badly. Or you can use your deflect, right? So the circumstances are gonna like change exactly how the engagement goes, but like each player is gonna have a slightly different setup. The way that a Tracer sets up to go dive a high ground is different than a Winston, right? Because the Winston has vertical mobility, the Tracer has a lot of horizontal mobility. So if you think about a map like Numbani, the Tracer is gonna flank around the left side to go to the stairs so that she can access the high ground, while the Winston just goes main and jumps, right? So when we think about coordination and team play, what we really should be thinking about is just like, what's the best setup that my character can do? And let me time that according to when my team is pushing. That's all. It's actually very simple. The only thing that can really change on very high level play, if you have seen like pros, there's like a specific play that I have in mind that I saw recently, which was a coordinated blade push where the entire team just pressed W out of sudden to catch the enemy team off guard before they set their own angles and stuff, right before they could set up ultimates, so they just won the fight through the surprise factor, right? That's coordination, that's great, but that's the main stuff that's gonna be different. Otherwise, it's mostly just you do what you should be doing, and you just time it to your team, right? A lot of people get this wrong and that they think that they need to stack on their team in order to get the coordination, and then end up losing their own value to multiply that value by the timing of it, right? Which is engaging with the team, which is great and all, but if it sacrifices too much of your own power because your setup is bad, then it's not worth it over your solo play, right? Kurasu, what is the question? Is the question about how does coaching work? I'm assuming that is the case. I'm assuming you're not asking about the bot, but I can explain it if the bot doesn't work. I also need to update the coaching command because I have 2 different systems and that's not clarified in the command. So let me just quickly check if the chat is working properly. Yeah, it is. Okay, good. But yeah, for those that want to understand how the coaching works, I do 2 different things. One is over Discord, where you can DM me. I do 90-minute private sessions for $25, right? And then we can organize that through the DMs, schedule it, everything, just a standard coaching session. Or there's the membership that I have on Patreon, right? A monthly membership with different tiers, with different benefits, right? The first tier on Patreon has access to weekly replay reviews that I do of my own games. So I'll break down one of my own top 500 matches for like an hour or something like that, asking questions that people may have in chat. So those happen on a Discord stage, if you know what those are. Essentially they are live streams like this, but live streams like this where I can invite people to chat and use their mic so that it's easier to ask questions and everything, right? And then the tier above that is the tier where I do a lot of different types of workshops, such as a workshop talking about aim, talking about positioning, workshops where I talk about my thought process live, coaching workshops, which is where I'm gonna give quick coaching sessions, slightly different from the private coaching, because private coaching is just for you 90 minutes, right? If I have 3 people watching me on a coaching workshop, I'm gonna give each one 30 minutes, right? And those happen weekly and then change. If you're curious about how exactly it works, I would highly recommend watching one of the free VODs, or more than one. I have like 16 uploaded right now. So you have lots of different high quality education on my Patreon that you can access for free before you even decide if you want to commit to a paid membership or what. Hopefully that answers most of the questions. I'm thinking about like making a video explaining this soon. The thing that I was wondering is whether or not I should make it on one video or 2, because I want to have one quick 60-second video on my channel page explaining the whole system and like promoting it, for the people that are like long-time viewers, they will get this video shown to them and then they will maybe look into it. And also one that is just like maybe just explaining how the system works, like 2-3 minutes, just like I just did right now, going over the benefits and everything. For the people that are interested but want to know exactly how it works, right? So one is basically a pitch and another one is an explanation of the system. Yeah, I think I will do this thing with like the chew. Let me actually even note this. Do chew videos on my paid services, which are one is a pitch and another is an explanation. Okay, there you go. Yeah, and I'll keep this noted so that I do this in the future. Alrighty. I don't really feel like I need to warm up. I was mostly not paying attention to my aim and it was pretty good. Also, I moved up 2 spot by not playing. Goated. I'm so good that I climb without even playing. But yeah. What are they thinking? There's a little bit of like, in terms of what I just referred to for aiming, right? Not paying attention and just mainly like not overthinking it and just like being relaxed goes a really long way in terms of aiming. Aiming is a topic that is very interesting, very in-depth. And I have a lot of knowledge on it, but I would like to deepen it. I would like to become even better. But yeah, this is gonna be a very fundamental game. Very much like need good positioning, need good timing. So this is gonna be a good start to the day. Let's see how this goes. I'm not gonna try to record because I don't think it's gonna work. My current memory, but yeah. Alrighty. I'll not turn on. Yeah, I'll not turn off the monitor, but I'm just gonna do the narration. Yeah, I'm not recording, so yeah, I don't have to do anything. Okay, good. First thing I want to know is the comps, because the comps change slightly how I want to position, how I want to time it. Like, am I gonna have a backup for my supports at range? I also need to know the enemy composition to plan exactly how I do, but it's mostly gonna be the same things, just such as me positioning close range off angles, which are the best thing for Genji. Genji is a close range character for the most part, and he cannot tank attention like a Winston can 1v5, so yeah. Okay, I'll start off with 2 picks. I can just go in here because I have my dash to disengage, so I'm safe. Playing this a little bit passively so that I can keep my position, because I want to keep this angle. I have a Widow. I would really like to keep the Widow from having sightlines by doing this. Yeah, I just don't want the Widow to have sightlines. Already grapple. Yep. She either peeks below here or she doesn't peek at all. I'm just controlling the Widow right now. Yeah, I can see the Widow there. I'm solo here, so I need to be careful. Okay. Unfortunately, my team seems to be losing, but I was doing my job. Need to wait for my regen. I can dive. No, I don't think I can. I think I'm just gonna wait for a full reset. This is a fine position for me to hold. Widow might throw a Venom Mine up here. Might also just create distance by walking that way. I need to wait for my team a little. Okay. They obviously do know where I'm at. Nice kill. Okay, this opens me up very much, because now I can actually walk without being scared of being one-shot by Widow, because she would be looking at me. Okay. Nice. Okay. Not very flashy or anything, but that's the thing. The Widow just takes such priority. If the Widow has sightlines, it's bad for my team, so I need to control the Widow. And if I can control the Widow and even the backline, like I prevented the whole backline from walking. My team is mainly just gonna be 4v2, so I'm doing my job very well. Yeah, what up, Nate? How are you doing? Welcome. Still on the objective of controlling backline. Need to be careful with my backline being that far back. Winston is also just dead now, because he pushed me to spawn alone. Gonna try to control this side. Not gonna waste my dash trying to look for a one shot. Widow grapples away. Gonna have to fight this Tracer. She does not have pulse because she used it on Winston. Don't have to worry about that. Okay, now the Widow got space, which is unfortunate. And now I'm in an awkward position because they have range on me. So I need to look for a way to close the gap.
Personne n'échappe à mon regard.
Force break to maybe bash towards me or something.
Let the kitsune guide you.
Gonna need help from my team soon. Ah, shame. I did a good job there. I was holding attention of the backline on a tough situation with the side zoning my team and me not having support because my Kiriko left angle. I was not gonna be able to get out, so I needed to commit there. Fight the Tracer, force resources, and the Widow. My team just didn't push fast enough. But yeah, even my distraction was long enough for us to kill Winston, which is fine. I'll dash across and then next dash I can potentially look for a play. Don't need to do anything fancy. They cannot walk out of the choke with my blade there. Can push points. I want my team to push. Oh, never mind. I was saying that because I don't want Widow to take that side line. If she was going to take that side line, I was gonna deny it from her, just like I have been the whole game. It's a game of me losing damage for zoning the Widow, which is completely worth. Especially now that we're off our own Widow, so if I don't do that, it's gonna be rough. Winston is not solo killing Widow unless they screw up big time. I'm the only one that can truly threaten Widow into that backline because I'm the only one that has enough burst. Yeah. This is gonna be a little awkward because Widow can now play very far back and I don't have a safe setup to hold her like I had on previous points. So now I'm just being annoying here in this angle. I can always live with dash. Tracer might push me soon. Okay, Winston jumps in. I can maybe look to dive. Oh, we forgot well. Forgot the payload. Winston is fine. He's just playing his own game. I cannot follow. I'm not gonna... I can try to push up a little bit, but I don't think it's worth. It's gonna cost me my resources that I need to hold this high ground. Okay, yeah. We kind of threw that. My Winston zoned them for so long, but we weren't pushing payload. Our payload should have been almost to the end by now. So we just threw by not pushing payload. Honestly, I should have been the one pushing payload there, considering my effectiveness at that range. Okay, now I need to help clear Winston. Now we need to just do the very basic taking space action, so I'm gonna help my team pressure and everything. I'll also probably just pressure Winston a lot more now, because it's gonna be harder for me to contest Widow. Ooh, that's scary. Okay, good. That's a kill. Awesome. Might be dead here. Oh, I tried to juke the shot right before I was gonna back into cover, but I guessed the shot wrong. Yeah. What up, Manny? What up, Chucky Bean? I'm gonna do this so I get close to the Widow. Where's Widow? I heard a grapple, but I didn't know where she was.
What's up?
Oop. She might be dead. Yeah, she is. I don't think it's worth committing Blade here.
Personne n'échappe à mon regard.
I have one more fight, it's only my Winston. Maybe I needed to commit there, but I think that it's wrong for my Winston to primal this. This is a very weird match.
10 seconds.
Don't let up. We don't have much
Very
time.
deathmatchy. Okay.
You're powered up. Destroy them.
So he does have that. She's literally one. Oh, I needed to be hitting those shots. So, okay, we still win. Nice.
Complete.
Weird.
Score 3-0. Switching sides.
I've definitely been playing safer.
Select your hero.
Like I could be taking a little bit more risks with diving on the backline. Specifically like trading my resources for an advantage to help my Winston dive, right? Force whip shot, force bash, force nade, force sleep, those kinds of things. But honestly, considering the amount of times where we are just getting free push because of my zoning, right? I'm just like holding the Ana, holding the Widow in extremely bad sightlines that are very non-relevant for the fight. Considering those kinds of situations, there isn't really any reason for me to lose that stalemate, because that stalemate is favorable for me. I'm getting a ton of value. And the longer that I can stay on that position without losing my resources, the longer they have to be useless, right? The moment that I try to make a move on them and fail because I'm 1v3 is the moment that I lose the zoning. And sure, I'm gonna get a restart trade, but probably not a good one, and then Widow and Ana are just gonna be getting sightlines on my team and I didn't like it. Defense is gonna be different though. Defense I'm gonna do a lot. I'm still gonna be doing the zoning, but I'm gonna be probably shooting Winston a lot more, preventing him from getting good cooldown trades on my backline. Just in general, probably applying more pressure. Little tag team with my Kyrie. I cannot deal with Winston anymore because he's so far back for where I'm positioned. Don't feel the need to use my dash. I'm gonna go back to holding this position and be annoying. She's in spawn. Where's the Widow? We're in bad shape here. He should not be able to kill me. I'm gonna die here. I was hoping to trade with Tracer, but yeah. We ended up overstaying your welcome up there and dying. Pavos. Ooh, losing Winston here is not great. Oops.
You're powered up.
Okay, I have nothing. I guess I bully Winston or something.
What's up?
He's gonna have primal. And now Widow has space, and now this is a nightmare.
Got you.
My Winston doesn't have primal. I need to look for a high risk play.
Personne
Backline is so
n'échappe à mes
far though,
regards.
so I find it unlikely. Maybe I can farm Blade. Honestly, Tim was goated. My Winston and Curie went hard. Nice. Okay, very nice. So most of the time I'm just doing this whole zoning thing and the also pressuring now with the Winston and them not having space. But you can see that there that the moment that things start going badly and we're forced to make a play, I make a play, right? Or at least I was if my team didn't make a play, the enemy team wasn't so far back. Now I'm just playing, I'm just gonna chill because I have Blade. The Winston should have been dead, I should have dove him. I think Widow still has sights, or am I crazy? I remember hearing sights. Winston doesn't have primal, so I can blade him if he goes. I think I might just dive backline more now though. I did not bother to look at the silhouette, lol. Yeah. It was a blind blade, but I had a rough idea of where they were, considering the Winston dive that just happened. For the Winston to dive the way that he did, he needed his backline to be somewhere around there. So the blind blade has enough information for it to work. And mainly, I really wanted to go early, because if I go early then the enemy team doesn't get to set up their ults. They did not have primal, but they were going to farm primal soon. I don't remember the status of the nano. But yeah, like if we let them set up their ults, we might be in a bad shape. But if we just go first, even if they ult, it's not gonna be clean from them, right? So yeah, very disciplined match. You can see that my damage started to pick up there towards the end. Before it was like 5k damage per 10, but afterwards it started to creep up a little bit more, 6-7k damage. But you can see like the stats don't matter, right? The amount of value that I was getting that is hard for you to read, right, is just like, it's a lot, right? The zoning on the Ana and the Widow, so they are not relevant to the fights, right? Forcing the Winston to jump me to clear me out of positions that would prevent the Widow from walking, right? And then just by that way slowing down his progress to hitting my backline with dives, right? Stuff like that. NA servers will tremble. I find it unlikely that I will play on low latency anytime soon. The channel would have to grow such an immense amount, and even then, the traveling would be something I would simply do out of pleasure, right? For me to be able to enjoy my matches more. It would not really change how I can, like the content that I can do, right? And because of all of the inconveniences that would come from having to travel to a completely different place and live there instead of just being able to live comfortably where I am at right now, it wouldn't be worth it even if I had the opportunity. It's unfortunate, but I have already grown accustomed to this latency. But yeah, one thing that I do find interesting about this match is that like during the Vaxta practice, I noticed that I was like really mechanically accurate, and I haven't even played Genji for a few days, and that's honestly part of the thing. I'm not doing it out of like I'm not just going around my days doing the same thing. It's not a habit. I'm consciously choosing to play today because I miss playing. So that puts me on a good mood. I'm feeling good myself, right? I did a little bit of exercise hanging on my gymnastics rings to practice my grip strength. I'm trying to work up to a one-arm hang. And that helps like release, I don't remember, is it endorphin, or is endorphin the hormone that makes you feel good? So that when I go here and I play these matches, I just feel good, and feeling good is important for the performance because it allows me to engage more of the game, right? Be more focused. So even though this game didn't have too much mechanical stuff, the moment that I went for the mechanical stuff, right? The flick on the brig, the 180 on the Ana, right? I was hitting those. So it's not that mechanics are not important, but you saw that like how little I had to use mechanics just because of how important the fundamentals and how much the fundamentals did, right? Just good positioning and good timing, and just understanding those things. Enemy team was not the best, although maybe we just made them look bad according to this uphill battle thing. But yeah, dopamine. I don't know. I think I'm correct. I think it's endorphin. Let me quickly search this up. Endorphin. Yeah, I am correct. Does exercising release endorphins? Yeah, so I am correct here. I am correct. I'm not getting my words mixed up. You ult first or do you get aggressive of them? It's both. I can do that play with or without ults, right? And in terms of like going when they think I think they're gonna ult, I didn't think they were gonna ult that early. In fact, I don't want them to get too close to that, because if they get too close to that, they might get their setup before I have my burst of impact, right? So I made sure that like I waited for a good moment for me to blade. I waited for the Winston to jump in and distract my backline and trade resources so he couldn't dive back. The backline would be distracted trying to push to help the Winston. And then I hit them on rotation so that they are not gonna be quite ready to make the Winston's dive actually get good value, right? Because the Winston is, I'm gonna be cutting the connection before it's made, right? A little bit of disconnect from the enemy team, but it is to be expected. Like, this is high rank, but this is not like such high level that people are gonna feel like they're a hive mind, right? Let me update this. 230.
Time for the good bit.
Okay. We now have Malga. Moira is annoying. Less resources for me. I would guess Juno is gonna end up heal botting the Malga a ton. Moira hopefully goes on a flank. I'm gonna have to work on my own. But the principles still apply. The same angles that I wanna hold. The enemy team seems to be faster, unfortunately. Oop, need to kite this. I think I might hang around my Malga for a bit, just so that we can force out the Winston first. Because if the Winston can jump me, it's annoying for me to take space. Right now I can do this. Okay, Winston jumps me, tries to trade, okay. I'm gonna try to take space. Need to make something happen. Yeah. This is what I really hate about having Moira. Moira is just no utility. I could have maybe just tried to turn and pressure the Winston on my Juno, but I don't do that much at that point. I would rather mark him preemptively rather than just like peeling with my damage. Ooh. Okay. Almost screw up there. Wait, this guy can dive. This guy just trolled. Okay, good. Can catch these guys. I think Sojourner's gonna rotate far. Yeah. Gonna try to catch her. Or they don't even rotate back in. Yeah. These players are just out of the fight. So we just get a... I would expect to get a free cap soon. There we go. One more game and have a Galactic? Do I? That would be cool. Yeah. Zarya. Definitely makes my life a little bit harder. But with Malga we can just run her down a lot of the time. This is just... Nah! Come on, get her! No ammo! No! Oh, the boob. Roller coaster of emotion, but yeah. That was just such a good engagement from Malga. It was only one bubble, but I have to go. I have to go. I ended up dying, but it's okay. What up, Max? Okay. Last fight, they're gonna have a lot of ults. Awesome. Awesome pulse. Let's just burn the Zarya, no bubbles. They have nothing right now, actually. My team needs to push this. I live those, actually. It's crazy. And you can see that like the supports abandoned the Zarya because they needed to deal with points.
We got him where we want him. I'm on fire.
Nice. There's a cap. I did not properly track the enemy outs, so I'm unsure about auto economy, which does matter quite a bit here. Oops, I thought it was this point.
Palace.
Probably Blade from Mauga engagement. I probably look to burn Zarya with it, since that's our main goal of this comp even. Supports and backline are split. A little bit weird. Can make it work. One bubble. Sojourn on the long angle. Sojourn might have ult. Oops. I thought that she was gonna climb faster. Yeah. They're off Zarya. I wouldn't be surprised if they mirror Mauga. Or they go something like Orisa to counter him. I wanna control this room for the time being. Queen, huh? Queen is interesting. Queen is clearing this room. I wanna make sure I have my resources for Blade here. Okay, we can still win. Maybe not anymore with that ult. I disagree, we can ult. Okay, my team just decided to not go on the Queen. That's my bad then. I thought it could just blow her up. The enemy team did a really good job pocketing her, but I should be able to live here. Yeah.
I am here.
My team was all over the place on targets. Yeah, he's dead. That was bad. We should still fight this though. Look for trades. A little bit too flicky right now on my aim. A little bit too flicky. Good old 1v1 there. I don't know if she had overclock or not, but yeah. Now that I have Van, I need to be more active. To try and bait a nade so my Mauga doesn't get ran over or pressure the enemy team, so if they nade, the Mauga doesn't get ran over. It's also a little bit on my Mauga to just playing around the cooldown, but yeah, not like I can't help. Can my team rotate back? Hello? Are we good? Nope, we can't. I have to fight here. I'm gonna calm down my aim since I'm missing everything. Oh, shame. Okay, you can see like, started to miss the shots on Diana that was overextended, so I stopped shooting, wait for her to find a pattern in her jumps, and then I immediately hit shots again. Too late, but it's good that I recognized it.
We are outnumbered.
Wasted cage. I wouldn't be surprised if Mauga swapped off here. Nope, okay. That's also fine. We don't have to swap off. Where do I want to go? I'm just gonna go here, provide a small off angle to my tank. Don't love this though. Kind of have to wait for him to rush in because the angles are awkward.
This ends now. My will.
He got scammed from playing. I might be able to catch them with Blade if they push up too far. Just bait them. Okay, no nade. Do we have time for a touch? We do. I have lifesteal, so I can just read this a ton. They didn't have nade because they wasted it trying to go for my tracer earlier. So that makes my play actually reasonable despite the risk. Because I can lifesteal the damage. Can turn this into one fight territory, I believe. Don't have overclock. They should not have queen out. I believe Nano and Kiri out. I might mark Tracer in the angle. I think Tracer is going for a far flank. We should engage them right now, if that's the case. Ah, a little too late. Still a very good trade though. Got one of their supports. We're still up, yeah. But yeah, the reason is, if the Tracer's flanking around to get like a good pincer on us, we can just rush the team and take the 5v4 while the Tracer is still flanking for her own setup. I don't think they even touch. Yeah, nice. Very good match. Not perfect. I did like, I was feeling warm and then I decided like, no, I don't want to sweat, so I turned on the AC, but now my hands are cold. That's the annoying thing about the current temperature here. It's just a little bit too hot for my liking. Okay. Genji. Wait. Can I? Hello. Unlock. Come on, really? 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 Come on. What up, it's me. This is anticlimactic. I wonder which weapon looks the best. I do think that this looks pretty sick. I don't think that this is the best. Like, this blade doesn't look amazing. Not a great color combo, but it still looks good enough. But like, the shurikens I honestly kind of like. Once again, not an amazing color combo, but I kind of dig them in a weird way. But yeah, there are definitely some skins that would look really cool with the Galactic. I'll have to go through my collection. Probably this skin would look really good. Not this one, maybe. I know that like the new Excelsior one, the Overwatch 2 version would also look really good, but I don't have that. I don't have tokens. I don't have enough tokens. Oh, the entire shop is just unavailable, huh? I was gonna show my amount of tokens. I believe I have like what, 103 tokens. I would need 105 to buy another. Okay. 214. Can I play Oni? I'm sorry, but I like Oni. I really do. But I just love Genji's base design way too much. Both Overwatch 1 and Overwatch 2 version. So like my favorite skins are just the recolors. Like really good color combinations on this base design just look so good. So good to me. And I also like really dig these shurikens. Oni shurikens are amazing, but they're different. And I don't love the gold either. So it's just like, it's a kind of cool that I can appreciate for a few matches, but I'm kind of over playing Oni. I did play Oni a lot in the past, but I'm kind of over it right now. Maybe I'll do so like a different time, but like right now I just want to rock my quote-unquote skin. I used to run Overwatch 1 Toronto Defiant a ton, and I did the tradition. I continued the tradition in Overwatch 2 by using the second version. Most people ditched the Overwatch 2 version because they didn't think it looked as cool. I think they're missing out. I think this skin still looks really cool, and I like the idea that this is my signature skin. It also fits with the color of the channel, right? The red color that I have for the background and stuff. So I have a lot of like emotional attachments to this, right? And this is why I currently don't want to play Oni. There are times where I just like, and this is funny. I'm sure that everyone goes through this. I did this a lot when like, oh, I'm just D-ranking a ton. Right now I'm playing like garbage. I don't deserve to wear the skin. I need to like rise from zero again, quote unquote, right? So I'll just I'll go ahead and play the classic skin, right? The default. And then okay, I'm playing better, so I'm gonna promote myself, take another I'm gonna give myself a better skin, but not the skin I love the most, right? I'm sure that other people have done stuff like this. It's not just me. Associating skins with different like levels of play or anything like that, or associating with players, states of mind, etc.
It's like Rhino always says. The best solution to every problem is a very large hammer.
The poke skin? No. I think the person that popularized that skin was Shatter 2K. I believe so. I could be wrong. But a lot of people use that because it just looks so good. But yeah, I really do love these shurikens even. Not just the color combination of the skin, but also the shurikens look great. Yeah. Gonna be a lot of trying to hold the space away from the enemy team, but since it's harder for the enemy team to actually take that space because it's high rounds, right? This guy should die. Yeah. Then I'm gonna be mostly just shooting Winston. I might go Mark Tracer right now because I want to remove her setup. Yeah. I'm not gonna chase her behind, she has more mobility than me. And my D.Va fad. That's bad. We need to kill here. Ah, misread their strafe there. Yeah, my D.Va just played too aggressive. The way that my D.Va just fed there after the Winston is dead scares me for this match. I wouldn't be surprised if this D.Va just triple fed the entire time instead of realizing she can just play a very boring but very strong game of just like holding good positions and denying the enemy team's pace, which D.Va is really strong at. Tracer is behind, question mark? Ooh. Ah, nice. Actually, like the amount that this D.Va is feeding is scaring me a little. I think Winston's in high ground now. No, here we go. Okay, I'm dead. Or not! The juke! I need my team to push though. I do have dash actually, I can hold this. Yeah, this Ana is hitting a lot of nades. Their Ana is currently a problem.
Enemy contact. Targeting hostile. on a target. I'm under attack.
I don't think that Overwatch 1 Genji was a poke bot by any chance, like ult bots. People just loved to victimize themselves and didn't know how to position very well.
This ends now.
Ah, so close. So close. I was able to get 2 full swings and a dash. I don't think I got... Yeah, I just barely didn't get the 3rd swing. I didn't have
Real challenge.
a wall close enough for me to outplay the bash a 2nd time after my initial double jump. I just had to hope that the Brig wouldn't be able to bash me in time. And she did. She hit the skill check. I think it's worth going for that clutch. Otherwise, like, losing that fight just puts us in such a bad position. Oops. Did not quite get Nano in time. And here's the thing that's killing us. It's not the Winston, it's not the Sojourn, right? It's not the people that are looking like they have, wow, really good stats, right? They appear in the kill feed and stuff. It's the enemy Ana. My diva is not doing a good job contesting the enemy Ana. Like, look at that. Oh, shit. He was gonna die if that shot goes off. I do find these bots very funny. Remove the space. Yeah, this diva is very bad. Is the diva dude? Nope, she isn't. Okay, you're on my avoid list. So, the things that are raising red flags for me on this diva, right? Number 1, we killed Winston. The enemy team, as long as we don't just suddenly close our eyes for 10 seconds, nothing is gonna happen. Sojourn doesn't have relevant sightlines. Ana doesn't have relevant sightlines. Tracer's not gonna solo kill anyone with her backline, right? So we have no worries there. Also, we have Diva to help there with like Matrix anywhere, so we can just chill. We have nothing to do once Winston is back. Then we need to start doing stuff, but it's mainly just preventing the Winston from getting a good enough jump, preventing the enemy DPS from getting good angles, and the Ana from landing offensive cooldowns, right? But Diva just decided to dive in for no reason when there was no need to do so, and somehow does so to such a degree that she feeds being one of the most survivable tanks in the game. And then after that she is never eating any nades. She's just giving the enemy Ana infinite value. The enemy Ana is the one that's carrying this game. And our Diva is currently the one that's throwing this game. I have currently the chances of us winning is 0.01% if our Diva doesn't step up the game. Because I'm not gonna be able to solo kill the Ana in the positions that she plays, right? The long sightlines, this map does have really long sightlines. Makes it really hard for me to go on her. And even if I can go, I'm never gonna be able to kill her alone. And I'm most likely always gonna get punished if I engage badly. Yeah, we need to slowly clear the high ground. No sleep is good, no bubble. You need to get health and then dive soon before they get cooldowns. Okay, we took some space. Okay. Good offensive nade from Ana. They might still clutch this. But at least we made the fight fair when the defenders have such a big advantage to start with. Yeah. Diva's job here in this match is to just live forever, deny the enemy Ana and Sojourn value, and potentially mark Tracer. Also potentially mark Winston depending on the situation, right? She can mark a bunch of people and get a ton of value, but she is not only feeding so she cannot mark the enemy tank or anything like that, right? She's overdoing it on the backline, but she's also not even going on the backline at the correct moments, so that she prevents nades and everything on the important moments. The Ana is always hitting nades on the most important moment of the fight. Okay, clear the Winston out, maybe can get a dive going. We're gonna have Nano very soon. Let's bubble out. I need HP. I need my Brig to peek and pack me. It's criminal how long, yeah, it's criminal how long it's taking our backline to walk. The Winston is half HP the entire time, backed all the way back on this left high ground, and my backline is still not walking up to the point where they can provide offensive assist on the right or heal me. Yeah, this game is doomed. My D.Va is gonna get her 6th death. By the way, D.Va is a character that should be getting like 3 deaths per 10 minutes. Somehow she lives. Maybe a stagger? Yeah, that's why. D.Va is a character who should be getting like 3 deaths per 10. She is on track to double that or even more. And that. Okay. Probably needed to commit there. We never win this game if I just play the fundamentals. I need to throw fundamentals out of the window and just pop off mechanically every single fight. This is the only way we win. Which is to say we're never gonna win this game. With them having Brig on the team and Ana, like that combo is just so insanely difficult. I might be able to brute force it a few times, but I'm not gonna be able to do so every single fight. And their ult economy is also really strong. It's a solid comp for a reason. This is a meta comp in dive maps. Combination of Winston, Brig, Ana, Tracer to contest off angles, and then a hit scan of choice. Oh, he did not stray towards me. I'm unsure if he has ult. I would assume not, yeah. I could have actually dueled him if I knew his HP. My Brig is dead. They might dodge.
This ends now.
And she just shoots me at the perfect moment that I'm choosing to dash, yeah. This D.Va player is just something else. And it's a shame. The big thing that like makes this match so hard to win is just how strong defender's advantage is. So if we don't manage it properly, we just throw away our defense, and now on our offense, without having a tank doing their job, breaking through that defense is extremely tough. Very, very hard for you to overcome those odds without some insane plays, right? If the map was more fair towards the offense, I could potentially carry us to like a I don't know, a 1 minute cap less, and then maybe we can play for a draw, but I find it very unlikely. Very, very unlikely. Just a rest situation. There is very little room for cheating in those kinds of maps, right? Just like hitting shots and ignoring the fundamentals. It's very much so who has the better ult economy, who knows what they need to do the best, right? Knows which angles to hold, how to use their cooldowns, etc. If our D.Va was playing something like, I mean, would Ball even be better there? Because like D.Va tanks an insane amount. So like managing to feed there on D.Va is something that tells me that they would feed on Ball too. I don't know. I don't think there's a tank that with the way that they played would actually make their playstyle work. I think those are just kind of volatile players that either hard carry or hard throw lobbies. And that's not the type of person that I want to have on my teams. There are people that enjoy that, especially if you're like if you like know the person, right? Let's say that they are my friend and I know that they're gonna be inting every single life they have, then I'm gonna go in and int as well, and we either pop off and kill 5 2v5, or we just throw and like have the fights or something, right? But yeah, without that coordination, it's not gonna work. And even with that coordination into that team, their Winston was really disciplined, like really disciplined. Their Ana was just landing every nade. their Brig was just like doing an extremely good job being Ana's bodyguard. So like there were basically no openings. It was always gonna be a forced play.
Prepare.
Always gonna be a forced play.
Select your hero.
Yeah, I think I was like on a 7, 8. I don't remember the exact number of games that I had a win streak on. So as long as I get like a win back now, I'm still gonna keep the winning trend, which would be nice. Would certainly be nice. But yeah, that kind of thing is not something that I worry about, because like look at the amount of games I won in a row, right? Those are games that for the most part I made a really positive impact on, and so we won. Winning trends like that are not gonna be stuff that you get out of pure luck, right? Luck plays a little bit of a factor, but not too much. So like, outliers are gonna happen. There's no reason being frustrated by them, right? It happened. I avoided the player. I move on. It's a new map.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay.
Objective unlocked.
Little bit of a weird comp. No speed boost for Queen. Part of her comp wants to play slow, part of her comp wants to play fast. Have Pharah, huh? Interesting. Who's the other DPS? Soj. Okay. And I gotta heal. There you go.
I am restored.
Kite. Control the angle.
Do not leave the robot.
Ram is gonna be out of cooldown soon, so we can push him. And take some space potentially. Pharah's controlling a lot of space, unfortunately.
Stop that barricade in its tracks! I have you. Keep fighting.
Nice. Okay. We clutched that. Good.
Let's go.
Pot is here. Don't want the Tracer to have angle. It's recall. I'm gonna force this Kiriko out if possible. No, I'm not gonna be able to. Might still cost dash, yeah. I was just so far up. She might be dead. Need to stabilize here. Our queen is getting ran over anytime. Almost clapped him. No! He was a little bit delayed. We're so close so many times. I just got doubled on the angle and that costs us a lot. Really good flank. She might die, but she did the work already. She even got a bob off, yeah. Or Ash carried this fight. Awesome.
I want that robot back. Let's go.
Need to care pulse bomb here. She's out. Never mind.
Think you can take me? The barricade's moving along.
Okay, that's pulse bomb out. That's a bit curious. Don't think anyone takes the left flank. So right now we're just chilling. Hard for the enemy team to push right now. Topping payload mean they're in the open. So we're just gonna get some free push. Might blade fast so that they don't get to set up though.
Let's take him to the wasteland.
Unfortunately need to back up still.
Let us move the Vikings.
Very, very good nade.
Like the dawn.
Force cooldowns, get out. Now we can push points. Queen needs not feed here, and I'm gonna need to blitz soon.
You're powered up. Get in there.
Does he have form? He does. I might be dead here. Never mind, my Ana got me with the shot at the end. Nice.
Be careful.
They're gonna have their own nano blade soon. I wanna clear this Tracer. Nice.
They want to fight, huh?
Hold the angle, prevent her from diving.
Enemy here.
Oh, she has another recall already. No. That's on me.
Over there!
She's playing it slow, she's smart. I was waiting for her to try to blink into my face for a melee kill, and then I could one-tap her, but yeah. If I was gonna commit to the duel, I need to commit early, look for a one-shot. Ooh, that's a really good sleep.
Understood.
Don't think we can help though.
Helping you out.
Nice.
I see one.
That's still fine. I have space. We have surrounded enemy
Come to me
team.
for heal.
Can help my Ashe not get run over.
No holding back.
I'm gonna die here, but I can stall them. Yeah. Can stall those two. Hopefully we get enough value main. Anna's almost back. We're gonna farm Queen out. We need her to live. That's a Nano on
Don't let them
Kitsune,
push
I
any
believe.
further.
Does she live? Oh, no way.
I feel all warm inside.
Got a DC, bro.
How did they catch up?
This time they come back fast.
No holding back.
Enemy forward spawn.
Can still win with like Queen ult and a good dive. Okay, I need to back up.
Carried on the wind.
Yeah, we have only one support to deal with the poke damage they have. What happened to my dash? That was weird. That's what happened.
My fuse is lit.
Good picks. We should be able to stop them soon.
Hi.
Tracer picked the wrong perk, which is awesome for us.
Come here. Hey, what's up?
Need to not be greedy in stopping the payload. It hurts, but it's a DC. What can we do? Ah, I'm getting poked out as I'm trying to set up blade. Yeah. Oh, and yeah.
Team kill.
Is this a server issue? Can someone tell me if there's like the server issue, or if this is just like them DCing? I know that Guido was streaming. I haven't watched it a little bit before I went live.
Get in there, Bob.
Servers are dying for everyone. I guess we just stick to quick play then. I'm not gonna stop the stream because of it. Yeah, this honestly, we had a really good chance of winning that match. Had a really good chance of winning the match. Yeah. Overwatch servers have been weird for a little bit. I've seen a lot of like maintenance and what else? The whole warning of like the slow login process, right? So yeah. That's a shame. But it's no worries. Just means that I play quick play and still do the educational stuff regardless. We're gonna have to buy the galactic weapon later once the shop actually works. But yeah, if not for that, we would probably be 3-1 for the day and probably looking for more. This is a day that I'm feeling very confident, and like I'm feeling very confident despite handicapping myself by narrating my gameplay process, right? So if I wanted to just like play offline, right, I could jump like a whole division or two just in a single day. I'm sure of it, because this is just one of those days. But yeah. And this is why you just don't worry about like bad teammates and stuff like that. They're gonna happen, but they are not a significant enough percentage of your matches that it significantly holds you back. It slows you down, but that's about it, right? As long as you maintain good mentality, right? And that's the biggest thing that bad teammates do. They don't make you not climb. They're not the ones holding you back. They make you hold yourself back, right? Because if you let those bad games affect your mental, then suddenly the game that they affected, like the D.Va just did on that Numbani match, right, made it basically unwinnable, then I get tilted, and I, instead of playing this next match, right, this Runasapi match, and doing well and carrying, I tilt, try to 1v5 and die, instead of doing the correct push and pull, and getting positive trades out of that and winning that way, right? Because we were doing that whole thing, playing the fundamentals much better than enemy team, having better aim, stuff like that, right? So it's just nothing. It's just not something that you need to worry about, right? Second the screen saying match has been found, and if you restart the game, get punished. Yeah. So you just don't restart the game that way, and when that happens, either the game cancels, or the servers just takes a little bit more time to put you in the lobby, right? That's the only thing that happens. I've never had one of those happen for long enough to actually get punished. Maybe I'm just unaware that for some players it does. Maybe it's something related to PC power, right? But yeah. Yeah, what up, Diego? Nothings to you. I'm glad. What up, Big Feliz? Why is Torb and Soch so OP? Micro buffing over time. Torb is probably gonna get tweaked. Sojourn's probably gonna get tweaked on this mid-season patch. Also, a few perks like the Torb Infinite Heal are gonna get tweaked. Alright, he's getting a heal on a meter. That break pack saved her. Now that I'm on a quick play match, I'm not gonna just play stupid, but I'm definitely gonna be playing for fun. I'm just gonna be diving backline more, just trying to be more mechanical, just trying to enjoy my time here. Banned from the season because of this mistake? Because you quit? Yeah, that's a shame, right? That really is a shame, and that's on Blizzard. Okay, Junk is out. We're gonna first clear the Rhine, get our team some space. Can I not die, maybe? Okay. And he's dead, damn. I'm pretty sure he just ran into a Bastion form. Oh, the Rhine is the one that died. Oh, I thought it was just the junk. I guess I should have looked at the kill feed actually. Don't mind me.
Over there.
Okay, we have nano, almost have blade. We're gonna rotate back main so I can get a nano. Oh, I greeted. I could have just rotated back, but I didn't want to use my cooldowns. I wanted to use them for the blade, hoping that my Ana would just peek and nano, but that's optimistic. Anytime that I do that, I get punished. So it's just something that I need to like destroy that habit. That's never something I'm living on ping. I tried to shoot and dash away, but it's not fast enough. Not fast enough on ping. Let's see. Do we need blade? Probably. Ah. Yeah, this is a lost round. Maybe Balkan stall, but
I continue on this path.
maybe. Ah.
I'm here.
But we needed to play to live, not to like hit a power drive or anything like that. Okay. I guess with this tank, I cannot just completely ignore pressure. I need to dive and I need to distract Bastion. This tank is not disciplined enough to play around the burst of damage of Bastion. He is not good enough to bait Bastion farm and get out. So I need to actually just engage the Bastion, or distract the Bastion, or distract the Junkrat, right? Distract some form of damage to allow my tank to live. My plays on the backline would be completely fine, like especially my flank at the start on the Juno. Well timed, very good, I almost solo killed her, right? Any damage from my team does something, but because my team did not push, or my team even just like my Maga pushed too hard and just died because it didn't play around turret farm, right?
I'm with you.
It just didn't work, so I need to do something to fix that. With Diva, hopefully this is better, so maybe I can actually do the plays that I was mentioning.
The objective is now.
I'm dead here. I'm just back. This team is low. Zen Ana, finally! Zen Ana is a really good backline for us. Into this comp. We need to stop focusing Rein so much. We need to avoid the Reinhardt. Reinhardt is not a problem. No, not Juno. Ana is great. So you can see the value of Bastion there.
Claiming the objective. My soul is aligned.
Nice. I really hope that Blizzard fixes the server soon, because I really do want to play comp. Yeah. I'm not gonna risk lose. Maybe I actually just play on my ult. Not like I don't care about rank on my ult, but I would care less now because I haven't played on my ult yet after the reset, and the reset means until I get back to GM4, I don't really care if I get DCs. Because they're only like a small setback on time. They're not gonna be like a big hindrance because every game matters at that rank.
They are coming.
Our second DPS just had enough, I guess.
Blocking satellite sector.
Okay. Not the best first quick play match.
I continue on this path.
Bro, that's so rude of you. I'm just saying hi to the Ryan. You die. Wait, are you actually destroyed it? No way. Such a rare occurrence on Genji to be able to destroy. I got scammed. I got really scammed on that heads. I was already through, and then suddenly the bomb hits. Yeah. Alrighty. The queue again. But yeah, I'm assuming like you said like Yiro was on, right? did Yiro DC like his stream temporarily, or was like, did he get kicked from the game and his stream is still on? I'm assuming it's the latter, right? Server fault. I just want to confirm it. Shop is still unavailable. Let me actually log on Battle.net and see. We're aware of an issue that is affecting our, I'm assuming, authentication system or servers. Yeah, it's the authentication servers. It may result in slower failed login attempts. This doesn't say anything about like DCing, but it does. What was I thinking? It does explain that there's like an issue, right? And maybe they. I mean, I don't think that Blizzard would just like be dishonest and say that like it's something that it isn't, because what was I thinking? Like, say that instead of saying that the servers are DCing, because oh, that is a tactic that can be used to like decrease, let's say, backlash or something. I don't think that that kind of stuff would make sense here. Yeah, I don't think. I don't know. I need more info. I need to know if like Yiro actually, which of the cases it was. Because the second player that left, I believe, did so after the 2 minutes.
This should be fun.
And none of my other games had any DCing issues. And the Battle.net wasn't saying anything about it. So yeah. I would love more info if someone could provide it to me.
5, 4,
Yeah.
2.
Live Weaver ranged heals are honestly very good, so even if even with us having a Larry, Zarya is not a high maintenance tank. She can also bubble engages. So I can play the angles that I want. Very much so. And yeah, now that I'm playing quick play, this is a much better moment for me to like answer questions and stuff, so feel free to ask them. Yo, if someone has a strong aim. I mean, movement is a big topic and it's hard to like explain in a small sentence. One of the best things that I could point you towards in terms of movement is a video by Surefor, a movement guide. So just try to search Surefor movement guide and see what shows up and see if you see the video that I'm referring to. It's like a 40-minute video on a deathmatch map where he just goes over a bunch of different characters and movement patterns and what you want to do against different types of weapons and everything, and you can learn a lot from it. Oh wow. No! I should have gotten that kill. Challenge, live. Ah, failed. And someone with strong aim, it's a little just positioning. Positioning and timing, just stick to the fundamentals, you don't have to overthink it. If you're not getting punished sometimes for bad positioning because your opponents are bad, that doesn't mean that you shouldn't look at that and be like, how do I fix this problem, right? Regardless of being punished, essentially, you should be looking to fix those things. So, strong aim or not is not something that actually matters that much. You need to... I don't know if I explained properly why I said what I said. Kind of hard when I'm trying to play at the same time. I don't think the guy knows I'm here. But yeah, you should always go with the assumption that your opponents are gonna hit the things, right? At least the reasonable stuff, right? Tracking you in predictable trajectories and everything. So you just need to play around those things and get comfortable like that. Using translations? I can't write right now because I'm literally playing, but if you ask the question in Discord, then people can help you much easier because it's all text there. We're so good.
An enemy.
Oop.
Life protects
Finally, a
all.
real challenge.
Need to be... I don't know, I just need to focus more. Very much just focus more to make better decisions. Like that. Joking him so he dies on second floor instead of third floor. I can blade this and win. I think he's gonna come top. Okay. Yeah, a lot of DPS can beat Tracer if they're properly set up. It's just a matter of being properly set up.
The payload's moving. Stop them.
Like Genji beats Tracer in enclosed rooms where blinks are not that effective to dodge. But Tracer beats Genji on places she can properly use the blinks to dodge around and put herself at a range that is very awkward for Genji. Right? And lots of characters are gonna be like that. If they can be in a position that is bad for Tracer, Tracer loses, right? So like, does Widow win a 1v1 versus Tracer if the Tracer is 40 meters away? The answer is yes, right? So the answer is simpler than you may think.
Not everyone escapes their fate.
Nitro boost is already over. Nice. Beats her in close place? Yeah, exactly. Nice try.
There, an enemy.
I'm gonna say he's gonna try to punch me. He succeeded in it. Okay, let's go back. Oop. Nope. Need to rotate. No! We lost. No, I don't think the Sync Blink Tracer is balanced. I would expect that perk to get nerfed, for sure. I haven't bothered to climb my DPS high enough for me to like feel in duels versus high level tracers. But honestly, I don't even need to because high level tracers make dueling already difficult without the perk. So yeah. I played more tank this season than DPS. I've been trying to just get tank to GM5 and then get done with it after the reset. I like to try to get my roles to GM or top 500 every rank reset if I at least enjoy the experience, which is why I haven't really bothered to do so on support after season 2, because support is not a role that I enjoy very much. Even though I enjoy Anna, I get bored of her so fast, like because she doesn't have movements, and also like if you're not playing at the highest level of play and you're also not mechanically perfect, right? Not mechanically perfect, but mechanically comfortable with her specific projectile speed and everything for the nade and sleep and everything, right? I have a very good feel for those, even if I don't play her for a while, but the time that I would need for me to be happy with my mechanics, to push her to the level that I want, also puts me through the threshold of I don't want to play support anymore, and so I don't do it, right?
Welcome to Esperanza.
But yeah, if I wanted to, I could very well just like put all roles top 500. Heck, I even think that if I really dedicated myself, I could push top 100 on every single role, and potentially at the same time. But I'm not gonna give up my content for it, right? So I'm not gonna have enough time to grind 3 roles and have enough play time to push them to top 100 level. And I'm not gonna drop DPS to play those other roles to push it, because I don't think it's meaningful enough. I'm not making content out of those roles, and I don't enjoy them enough to drop DPS during that time. So yeah. Just playing for fun right now? Yeah. I didn't hear any answers on my question about like how Yiro DC'd, if it was like his internet or confirming that it was the servers and that his stream was up during the time that he DC'd on the Runasapi game. So I'm just playing quick play. If I'm proven wrong, I might go back to competitive, if it's not a server issue.
3, 2, 1.
Objective unlocks in 30 seconds.
One thing that I dislike about quick play is that people are just gonna play these supports. I really do like playing with not Mora, not Mercy, not Lifeweaver. That's one of the great things about high rank. Those characters that are unfun to play with and against, and are cap out in skill, cap out in output as they go higher in rank. Once you reach a point where that level of output is not enough, you don't see them anymore, right? But in quick play, you're gonna see it. Almost out of masters on this. I'm almost on GM5 on DPS, despite playing more tank than DPS. So I should be seeing very few of those characters moving on in ranked, which is gonna be great. Oops, I'm dead. Best player of this character? No. No, it doesn't. A lot of people have been like, oh, Necros is the #1 Genji, oh, Alvacate is the #1 Genji. Can I tell you who the #1 Genji is? A pro player. Someone like Who Are You, Hexel, Sparkle, Proper, right? Any of those. #1 in ranked is cool and all, but the best players in the world don't actually compete in ranked, or at least don't do so often. They might do sometimes in the season when they have time, right, on the off season, but not all the time. So yes, maybe for ranked for that season, yes. For that moment, yes. But in terms of overall player base, no. It's a very hard claim to make. Also because you're not competing with only your region, then you're suddenly competing worldwide and with the pros that are not on ranked, right? Up there mechanically? I don't even think that he's up there mechanically. Can I be very honest? He's extremely good mechanically, but if you gave pros like a month or two to practice Genji Micro, which is the main thing that they're bad at, they would like mop the floor with Advocate. I'm gonna be very honest. And that's not to say that Advocate is bad. Quite the opposite. Advocate is insane, right? That's just to say that the pros are next level. Like legitimately. The fact that pros... And to be fair, Genji is a character that the pros play decently often because he is meta decently often, right? Oh, he didn't die? That's a shame. Like, the fact that the pros oftentimes only have like a month or two to practice the micro of a character and can, in that time, get good enough to be like top 10 level on them or even top 1 on that character goes to show just how insane the fundamentals of them are. Like the mouse control, right? There you go. He did really well in phase? Yeah, I would assume he would. And he's gonna beat pros because in ranked he beats pros, right? But the evaluation I'm making is different, right? The evaluation I'm making is in terms of like global rank 1. And in that case, I would say that someone like Proper, someone like Hexer, someone like Who Are You, right? Any players that are really good at Genji, either because they're pro Genji specialists. I need just quick reflect this.
Life protects life.
Get the game going. Nice. $30 HP duel. But yeah, what I'm talking about is just like, if you give those pros that 1 or 2 months to like get good at the Genji micro, because the main thing that they get good at is macro, when a character gets meta, then they are just insane, absolutely ludicrous. I love this map for just silly Genji stuff.
Surrender to my will.
Oh, I didn't get the mega.
We're pushing the barricade. Come on.
But yeah, I do also think that like, if someone like Alvikit got like 1 or 2 months in a pro team to practice macro, right? He could be in contention for the top player in the world on Genji, right? I also think that that's possible. And that's something that I'm not knowledgeable enough to be like, what is harder? For the pros to just like get good enough at the micro to be comfortable in the character? Or for a ranked player that's really good at the micro to get good enough at the macro of the pros? That's something that would be an interesting question to ask. Silliness! I'm dead. Think of upcoming hero bans? They're good. The thing that makes the hero bans actually good is the fact that they're not showing player names before you ban. They're showing map, but they're not showing player names. So that way, this, as the dev said, the system punches up rather than down. So if a character is OP, you can ban that character, but you're not gonna ban a character that isn't OP just because it's someone one trick, right? What happened to my camera right there? Oh, I'm lagging, that's what. Don't like it because you're OTP. Chances are if you don't OTP something that's really strong, you're not gonna bother. It's not gonna be an issue for you. And even if you are an OTP, I mean, the thing I would suggest is, like, even if you're not gonna get target banned by your name because you are a one trick, right? Because Blizzard made a system against that. You might get Genji banned in good Genji maps, for example, or when he's like, if he gets buffed to be like busted. But I would still suggest learning a few other characters. Honestly, I might just do a match of Venture right now. Because Venture is a character that has a lot of similarities to Genji. And I never bothered to play her because I find her to just be a lower skill ceiling, right? Because there is no headshots, it's just a flat, you hit the target, you're gonna get the combo, you don't hit the target, you miss your damage, right? There is no, you can hit the target for a small amount, a medium amount, a big amount, right? There isn't that,
this should be fun.
There isn't that, skill expression, but it's a character that I could honestly learn pretty fast and would be good considering upcoming bans. My hero pool, like, I basically only play Genji and DPS, but that's not because I can't flex, right? If I go to Season 2, for example, I'm gonna show that I can flex, right? I got GM1 all roles, top 500 all roles, and I can play like half the hero cast to a like Masters GM level if I just put a few hours in to get used to the micro and macro. Do this for now. Need to get out here. I think this is the actual first match that I'm playing of her. The only thing I know is theory. Yeah, I'm gonna take this angle to start with to force him off. I'm gonna go toward the angle, maybe grab high ground or something. Yeah, you can kill this guy potentially. Just give me enough support on the angle. There we go. And now I think I'm just gonna go up here, contest this guy. Yeah. Get another drill dash. Just go for a quick 1-2. Yeah. And that's the kind of stuff that makes me not enjoy Venture very much. I don't feel like I aimed well enough to get that kill, but I just do because it just does flat damage, right? Also, ping makes her movement a little bit unenjoyable, the delay on everything. But yeah, Venture is a character that I could absolutely learn. And one of the things that I will say about Venture is that she is a very good test of your Genji fundamentals. Like, if you wanna just learn Genji without the worry of the mechanics, like actually hitting the shots, right? You can just play Venture. They're gonna essentially be doing the same gameplay cycle. So you can just focus more on positioning, focus more on the cooldown cycling, right? It's obviously not gonna be the same, but like, this is the first match that I'm playing Venture. I'm applying the same fundamentals, I'm doing the same things. So just like, it's a really good learning tool, I would say. Yeah. Right now, the goal is to get close, as always. Venture might be flanking. Let's see. Wait for another dash. Kaboom. Yeah, and I can just trade there. This is something that's a little bit more Venture than Genji because she just has that consistent insane burst. But still, I got close at the moment that the enemy team was walking in to distract them backline, and since they were in a vulnerable position, I was able to capitalize. So yeah, I would suggest this for people that are struggling mechanically with Genji but want to learn the fundamentals. This is a very good exercise. Oh, that's interesting. The animation wasn't fast enough there. We're gonna catch up to chat soon. Just wanna get a clean Venture match in. Waiting for cooldowns in case this Genji wants to push me, or I want to push this Genji. And that's something where like the Venture micro changes things a little, because on Genji the deflect is instantaneous, right? I can make that play and then deflect out, but the burrow was slow, especially if I'm drilling up. But it's still the same principle. Close angle, it's a high risk play because I'm on a very forward setup compared to my team. And just cross with this.
Let's get the payload back on track. Surprise!
They're gonna push me.
Excavation initiation.
Oh, I was gonna do the funny. I was gonna do the funny where with this perk you just perma drill while you're inside the ground with ults. So you'll just run 50 meters in a few seconds so that I could run away after the kill. Yeah, I'll get to your questions soon. I just wanna get a clean game in. And I know that this isn't any gameplay, but like I said, it's a very good exercise and I would suggest this to people. Like this whole idea, I was trying to clear angles before I pushed the enemy backline so that my backline is safe. Oh, good sleep. Yep, this low vulnerability of Venture. Something that's hard to get used to. Or I wouldn't say hard, but it'll take a little bit of adjusting between Genji and Venture because of the difference. Oh, that's a really good nano. Genji's gonna die backline. Yeah. Range. Venture is also a character that can just live on backline more. I've just been committing more because I want to limit test. But you can definitely live a lot more if you want to just go on backline. Like that, like just threaten and engage with your cooldowns and then use on the backline. Is he trying to burrow up here? Okay. Where's the widow? Okay, there.
Enemy here.
I can burrow this guy off.
I'm on fire.
Eyes on a target.
I have cooldowns, so I'm gonna do this. And reset my cooldowns this way. I am safe because if they push me, they turn their back against my supports. So I can just hold this angle. Just look at how screwed this hazard got because he tried to push me. I just get infinite value in this position. Oh, that nano damage is ridiculous. And there you go, clean win. Don't wanna think about mechanics, just wanna learn the fundamentals, play Venture, right? My first game of the character, and even despite the defeating that I did because it was a little bit silly and I was also narrating some stuff, right? It was still very good, right? So I would highly recommend this for people to do. And let me get to your questions actually. And yeah, I was expecting some people to live because no, it's not Genji gameplay. I cannot 100% guarantee that it's like
Shucks.
that's the reason, but I would assume so. How many hours I have on Genji? A lot. The game is gonna say like something like 3,000, but there are also the hours outside of the game. There are also the hours spread on different accounts, so it's really hard to track. Just something really insane. I've been playing Genji for like 8 years. That's the best metric that I have. Not specific hours, but years. If you get countered, your team can counter the enemy counters, yes. The problem is that usually it's easier for you to people are much more eager to get counter if they are the ones feeling it rather than other people on the team feeling it. So if I dive them and they swap the supports, like the Zen swaps to Moira, your team goes something like, I don't know, Zen, because Zen outranges her and he can pocket you, right? And will provide much more value than Moira overall. Like that could counter, or let's say a better example would be I'm playing Winston, they go Bastion, so my support swaps from Moira to Zen, right? But it's much more likely that the Bastion player is gonna be swapping than the Zen because the Bastion player was on the receiving end of being dove and dying, and then they swapped Bastion to prevent that, whereas your Zen or your Moira is not suffering. Your Moira player is just on the flank living. So she's gonna be less encouraged to swap, right? That's why we have the problems of people swap a lot to counter, but they what they feel, but they don't swap a lot to counter things that are still logical when they don't feel it, right? I play on EU? No, I play on an A. Hard for me to read your name with the color that it has. CJ Sonny? Is that it? Ranked is funny right now because of the reset. That's why. The everyone's rank got reset, and then some people are gonna get lucky, and then some people are not, and then some people are gonna be new people coming into the game because of perks, or old people. So matchmaking is gonna take a while for it to be good, because people's rank are gonna take a while for them to go back to where they belong. Not only because the game changed because of perk, but also because people's rank went all over the place, and also because not everyone plays 8 hours a day for it to be fast, right? Some people are gonna be slow, so like they're gonna play 1 hour a day, so maybe they belong in a rank, but it takes a whole month for them to actually get to that rank, right? Where am I from? I'm from Brazil, but there are not enough players or high ranked players here for me to find lobbies. So I just Q&A. Muscle inflation? No. From my understanding right now, so Season 3 was rank inflation, Season 9 was deflation. The deflation almost made a very good distribution, but it overdid it on the high ends. There were too few GMs and champs. So now this adjustment just made those top ranks a little bit easier. So from my understanding is that right now the ranked system should be pretty much where the devs want it to be for the difficulty of each rank and the player distribution. How many players are in gold, how many players are in plat, etc, etc. So there shouldn't be something such as rank inflation. You should be just exactly where you are. Or you should be, rather. Should be just be where you belong. What up, Sage? Yeah. I think this is gonna be it for me, this stream. 2 hours. I spoke a lot, so I'm not gonna force myself to talk more. Even if I go grab more water right now, it wouldn't be enough. So rather than forcing myself to talk for a whole other hour and then just like I wouldn't say damage my vocal cords, but like temporarily put them out of commission, right? I would rather just like cut the stream here and be happy. Some really good ranked games. It was only 4 games, but like my performance I feel like was really good. My decision making was on point. My mechanics were on points. I was able to provide really good commentary. So yeah, I'm really happy with those games. So I try to end. Yeah, that happens. But the VOD is gonna be up, so you can watch it. One quick thing that I wanted to say though is for those that are not on my Discord, the link is in the description of every video stream, etc. That's a resource that you have to either ask me questions or just ask for VOD reviews from me, the community, right? It's just a really great resource to learn Genji. And for the people that are looking for paid coaching, I talked about this in the start of the stream, but I'm also going to be talking here. I provide paid coaching, $25 for 90 minutes. Just shoot me a DM on Discord, and then we can schedule it. Outside of that, I have my Patreon. Patreon link is also in the description. And then I provide different workshop types. One of the first tier is one where I weekly analyze my own top 500 games to a very high level, answering your questions live. And then the second tier is the one where I provide more varied workshops. You can look at some of them in the free VODs, right? My Patreon has a lot of free stuff too, and I do host free workshops every month, so I'd suggest joining there for free, even if you don't plan on paying later. Oh yeah, right now I even have like a promo going on. The video that I linked on top of chat right now is a video where how would I say this? I guess the easiest way is I created a code, right? I created a promo code. So you can use the code perk rework, right? Because that was the premise of the video. Code perk rework to get 20% off a month on one of my memberships. But yeah, you can go and watch my free VODs on Patreon to get an idea for what the kinds of workshops that I do for the second tier. And then the third tier, you just get Patreon games with me every month and stuff. So yeah, I would recommend checking it out. Regardless of whether or not you can pay, there's something for you. So yeah, there's my pitch. I need to get better at this. I really don't like having to ask for money, but if I do want to make this a career, I need it. So yeah, if my Patreon grows enough, I'm gonna be able to then hire an editor for the channel. Right now I'm currently editing everything, but with enough people on my Patreon to have like a solid monthly income, I can spend that income on an editor so that I can make more videos, right? So yeah, gonna be exciting when we get there. I'm trying really hard, but as of right now, I think I just have to be patient, to be very honest. Well, one of my few next videos that I'm gonna be making is a blade guide. I expect that video to get a lot of views. I'm gonna be doing a Patreon promo there, probably get a few memberships off that. Let me see what else. There's some other really good ideas that I have for videos that I'm gonna be releasing in the near future. So I would expect to be able to ramp up my Patreon and hire an editor in the coming months. I would expect that. Tip, or do I have to sub on Patreon? You can tip as well, yes. It's one of the 3 links that I have in the description of every video / stream. You can make one-time payments. Honestly, I don't know which one is better between Patreon or just like PayPal, the Stream Elements link to like provide direct donations. In terms of like the share that I get a really high share in both of those platforms. The one that I get the least share is YouTube memberships and Twitch subs. I'm streaming on Twitch just because, not that I have a big following there and not that I care about the platform, but yeah. And I also do have YouTube memberships, but there isn't really much culture around it and YouTube takes a big cut, so I don't care. But yeah, if you want to support, regardless of which way you want to do it, one-time donation or recurring membership on Patreon, right? Both are really good options and they're there. Yeah. The problem that I have with the offer is that, like, even though I think that, like, the offer is completely fine and fair, and I think that I'm providing a lot of value, right? And I'm not being scummy about it or anything like that. I'm presenting it well and everything. It feels weird to be the one doing it. I'm used to like other people doing it, and I've seen no problem with that. But when I'm the one doing it, since I'm not used to it, it kind of feels weird. Like I'm not used to asking people for money. It's a weird career path. That's what I will say. I don't show up to work every day and get paid on the month, right? And then there you go. Like, Patreon kind of works like that, but I still need to promote that Patreon. I still need to like show people, like, go ahead and sell them on the services that I'm providing, and then get some donations as well and everything. So it's weird. It's something that I need to get better at. Especially because for a long time I've been doing this for free, so I have much more experience just doing this and providing everything for free to people than asking people for money. So it still feels weird because I'm at a lack of practice, right? That's the main one. It's really no good. I disagree. The music is good. I'll keep the music. I have lowered the music. You can probably notice that from like, I don't remember when I did that, if it was like only the last video or the last 2 videos, but I think having music is good. I do think that I need to curate the music that I put a little bit better, volume mixing a little bit better, but no music feels weird to me. So no, I don't think I will do that. I do think that the feedback is useful. But yeah. I think that is enough talking. I said that I wouldn't stream much longer because I didn't want to talk too much, and I've been just non-stop talking right now. Yes. I'm theoretically on the university, but I have had it frozen for a few years. I am not interested in it. I haven't been interested in going to university or anything like that for like almost a decade, and it has been a fight with my parents for a while. Much better now. Soon enough I'm gonna be assuming things go well with the channel, I'm gonna actually be able to make a living out of this. I don't know, like 1 year, 2 years, whatever the time is gonna be, but I am taking a very different path through life than than most people would find reasonable, and that's just because I really just don't vibe with like the whole university stuff. I tried, I really just dislike it. I really just don't see myself working most of the normal jobs, so I'm just gonna go do my own thing. And was there anything else that I wanted to say on that? But yeah, I'm living with my parents. Even my sister that is working a normal job, and has already went through the whole university stuff and has done so for a few years. Honestly, she finished it a while back. Is still living with parents. I think this idea of like people moving out of their parents' houses is changing, especially now that like housing prices have been going crazy. I know that's the case in the US. I don't know if that's the case outside of it, but this whole culture about like, oh, you just need to get your stuff together and then you quickly get your job either through university or not, and then you just live your parents' houses. And I think that culture is going away. I don't understand that question. But yeah, I really do have to go now. I don't want to overdo it. So if you have any more questions, you want to chat, anything like that, just do so on Discord from now so that I can preserve my voice. Yeah. Hope this was a good and enjoyable stream. Hope you learned a lot from here, and yeah, that's gonna be it for me today. I'll see you all in the next time. Bye bye.